The future to come in 20 to 30 years. Can it be predicted in the times of global uncertainty? How to map out the contours of the future so that they are more clear and bright. And what can be done by those who are today called the next generation?
Watch today. Abylai Tolepbergen is 1 in 3 images.
Дирижерлік мінбердің үстінде отырып сілтегенде осы шаршағанның қиындықтардың бәрі әп-сәтте жоғалып.
For me, it's a great happiness to manage such powerful music, to perform quiz that have strong energy.
Күйлерді, музыканың барлығын басқарып тұру, ол бақыттың ішіндегі мың бақыттың бірі шығар деп ойлаймын.
Abylai Tolepbergen, conductor, composer, author of Kazakh Quiz, laureate of international competitions. He won the prize of the foundation of the first president of the Republic of Kazakhstan, Sirpir, and Darun Youth Awards. He is the main conductor of Kazakh State Academic Orchestra of Folk Instruments named after Kurmangazy.
I
was born in the city of Aktau of the Mangistau region. My parents are wonderful people. My father is an ordinary doctor, but he is so intelligent that I would like to be like him. There is nothing he would not know. In his soul, he is a musician too. You can talk a lot about mom too. She's also a musician, an excellent singer. She has a nightingale voice. My wife, Aktoti, works with me. She is a dombris. At the same time, she copes very well with the daughter's in-law duties. My grandfather, Kuzimbai, taught me how to hold the dombra and play a melody on strings. I still remember him teach me how to play the first kui. When I came to him, he was very happy and immediately gave me the dombra and asked me to play the kui. After my grandfather taught me how to play dombra, I entered a music school. My first teacher was Bakhtgul Kushenova. I studied with her for about 1 to 2 years. I took part in city, regional, Republican competitions since my childhood. I won in them. Later, I entered the level of international competitions. Right on this stage, where I am now, the competition, we are the same age as independence took place. I was 11 years old then. Unfortunately, I lost tin it. If not for my father, then I would have given up. I should admit that getting Grand Prix was not easy. To do this, I had to work hard on myself day and night. The famous writer Hemingway said that the best education for the writer is an unhappy childhood. As a child, I rarely played outside, but I can't say that I've missed many interesting things. Then I studied at Mangistau Music College. Rosa Taumanovna Aydarbayeva, honored worker of Kazakhstan, honorary professor of the Kurmangazy Conservatory, played the main role in my formation as a musician.
Professor Rosa Tayman-kızı Aydarbayeva.
As my mentor, she helped me prepare for many competitions, become a person, a musician. As Abay said, if you don't even become like that, then at least strive for it.
Куйлік өнердегі ұстаздардың қатарында.
Among the teachers of the Kui art, there are those whom I consider to be my idols. This is the national artist of the Republic, Karshiga Akhmediyarov. I greatly admire his skill in playing and composing. I always wanted to be like him.
Содан Құрманғазы атында.
Then, I would like to mention the professor of the Kazakh State Conservatory, honored worker of the Republic, my mentor, Karima Sundetovna Sakharbayeva.
Барынша құлағыма.
I tried to listen to the music that I liked best. I literally absorbed it into myself. Of course, the main thing for me is the kui, but there is space for pop music too. The classic music also occupies a special place, but in general, I owe my success to the wonderful kuis. If the violinists consider the Paganini competition to be the most prestigious one and the Tchaikovsky competition is the most important for the pianist, the Kurmangazi competition is the most prestigious among Kuishi Dombra players in Kazakhstan. This is a big competition where the best of the best take part. I participated in it in 2010.
21 жасыма дейін мен
I prepared for this competition from 12 years old to 21 years old. That is, for 9 years. During this time, I learned 80 kuis of Kurmangazi. In 2010, taking part in the competition, I took first place. It was one of the happiest moments in my life.
өмірімдегі ең жарқын сәттердің бірі ғой. Құрманғазы конкурсы министрліктің қарауында.
The Kurmangazi competition is supervised by the relevant ministry, and the prize pool was very good. I spent the money on my artistic image.
Өзімнің имиджімді жұмсадым деп айтуға болады. 300 күйін білем.
Now, I can safely say that I know the kuis of the three Zhus. I know all the kuis by Kurmangazi, Dina Nurpiesova. I know by heart the kuis of such great kuishis as Daulet Kire, Yesbai, Yesir, Kulshar, Murat Uskenbayev, Tatimbiet, Nurgisa Tlendeev, and others.
Интернет желісінде қазір тілмен айтқанда хит болып жатқан күй.
YouTube released a video of the Kui contest, which became a hit. Director of the conservatory, Arman Judebayev, Nurjan Tajikenov, the star of the Kazakh stage and the head of the Kazakh ensemble, Kuishi PhD, Yerzhan Jamenkeyev, and me took part in this competition.
Доктор Ержан Жаменкеев деген азаматтар болды. Соңында жаңа оркестрмен алып келіп Сараханна орындап, еліміздің, қазағымыздың жаңа кең.
At the end of this contest, together with the orchestra, we performed the Saryarka Kui. With this project, we wanted to show the musical image of the vast expanses of our Kazakh land. And we have traveled to many countries with this quartet.
Қаншама шетелдіктер таңғалдырдық.
The art of Kui is a very good level, but creative research is yet to come. The potential of Kui is not fully disclosed, and there is still a lot to be discovered, enriched, created. As for my coming to the conducting business, this is also not accidental, because the creation of the Kurmangazi Orchestra is a great work of Akhmet Zhubanov. Akhmet Zhubanov himself was a Kuishi composer. These words belong to him. The conductor of such an orchestra must be Kuishi himself and a Dombra player, because the conductor must be well versed in kuis. He must be saturated with the spirit of kui.
Юрий Тимирканов дейтін даңқты дирижер бар. Соның айтқан сөзі бар еді. Сонда ол айтады, менде кезінде.
There is a famous conductor, Yuri Termikhanov, who said this: I also played the violin in the orchestra, and once, playing the violin and watching the conductor, I thought, why does he control me? Am I worse than him? That was the same feeling I had. I also played Dombra in the orchestra, and I had thoughts and feelings that I could not control. I really wanted to help the music.
Іштегі бір сезім, іштегі бір күш жаңа симай бара жатқан сияқты бола жатты да, белгілі бір түрде музыкаға көмектескім келеді. дирижерлікті үлгі тұтатын.
I have many idols among conductors. I like the hands of the one, the face of the other. I want to adopt the best qualities from everyone. If we talk about hands, in this regard, most of all I want to be like Karajan.
көбірек Караянға ұқсағым келеді.
But if we talk about how to develop as a person, to become a composer and conductor, then I want to be like Aytkali Jaimov. There are conductors who can convey the nuances of music, not with their hands, but with their eyes. That was Nurgizad Klendiev.
Қазақтың өнері
Whatever stage we go on, we are always greeted with stormy applause.
ыстық ықыласпен қарсы алады.
So it was in Switzerland. 2 years ago, we gave a concert in the city of Lugano. A tearful girl came up to us. She begged, "Can I hold this magical instrument in my hands?" The girl was accompanied by her mother, and she asked to let her daughter hold the dombra. It was so moving.
қаласында үлкен концерт қойдық.
We had a big concert in Madrid. There, too, our Kazakh music was greeted with loud applause. When our concert began, the first chords were played. The audience was so absorbed in music that one could hear a fly flying in the hall. They listened to us in complete silence.
тыңдайды. бірақ алған әсерлері мына ықылас.
And from the applause of the audience, we realized how much they liked our performance. In 2019, we had a big tour in Russia. Our first concert was held in Moscow, the second one in St. Petersburg, in the concert hall of the Mikhailovsky Theater.
Петербург қаласының Михайловский театр үлкен концерттік залдарында өтті. Өзім де әсер алдым, және де көрермен.
I enjoyed it as much as our audience did. The repertoire included Russian folk music and our Kazakh music in the form of quiz.
Қазақтың күйлерін, әндерін де жеткіздік.
Probably in the different parts of the country, there is not a single Kazakh who would not admire the work of Shamshi. In our repertoire, his music sounded before, but we make a new arrangement of the works of Shamshi, and the audience was grateful to us. They really liked our interpretation.
Оркестр фестивальдері болды.
The annual festival of orchestras took place. This is also a major project. We combined the performance of the Sazgen Sazi ensemble and our Kurmangazi orchestra. On one of the warm Almaty evenings in the open air, we presented this unusual project.
көрерменге бір сондай ерекше жоба ұсынғанбыз. әрине ол көрерменнің көп болуы бізге.
Of course, we get inspiration when a lot of spectators gather. It's fine. The Russian writer Astafyev once said, "For me, happiness is when I can convey to the hearts of 3 people out of 20 who have come." Therefore, we are more focused not on the number of audience, but on the quality.
сапасына көп қараймыз. өзімді дамыту үшін Мәскеу.
To give a new impetus to my development a year ago, I took lessons at the conservatories in Moscow and St. Petersburg. There, I got a very big impression. The Symphony No. 7, titled Leningrad, was composed in 1941.
1941 жылда жазылған шығарма. Осы бір шығарманы соғыстың кезіндегі, енді қиын кездердегі әскерлерге
This symphonic work gave strength to both soldiers and civilians during the difficult period for the Soviet Union. During my visit to St. Petersburg, I followed in the footsteps of Shostakovich, inhaled the air that he was breathing, and received new inspiration. On this trip, Shostakovich became much closer to me.
бұрыннан қарағанда Шостакович бір емес 5 табан жақын болып келді осы сапарда. өзімді бақыттымын деп санаймын.
I consider myself a happy person. If you feel happy in your team, in the environment, this is real happiness. I think that the title of People's Artist will come to me in due time. Now I want to promote the Kurmangazi Orchestra all over the world, and most importantly, our national art, to hold the dombra in one hand and the flag of Kazakhstan in the other, and to be proud of it. Kazakh State Academic Orchestra of Folk Instruments Art Director Abylai Tolepbergen has got 3 images. He is conductor, kuishi, and composer. And all of them work for one aim: raise Kazakh national art to the highest level. He wants the whole world to be fascinated by the music that is full of the great steppe spirit.